Alright, guys. Today we got a movie Monday. Kind of, sort of. Technically, it is a movie, but
It's a show Monday.
I guess more so it's a show Monday. Um, a
I mean,
show
that's
map.
that's fitting because this is delayed by a week due to stuff. So there was going to be a show Sunday this week.
It's a show. Yeah, it's a show. It's a movie.
Oh wait, it's a short film Sunday.
There we go. It's a short film Sunday. So we were very confused. Well, there was a couple of confusing things that happened with
Yes.
this movie. First off,
Wait, did you name the movie yet?
right, we watched Digimon,
I think.
the movie, kind of.
Maybe.
So, first off, Valen had a hard time finding this movie to begin with. And then when we finally found it, we started noticing some discrepancies. Um, Turns out that this is the movie Mai remembers watching.
Yes, on TV, but we'll get to that.
And then I was very confused because I was like, I feel like this isn't the movie that I was thinking of when I put this on. And then as we kept watching it, the animation shifted and such, of which it was even more confusing. So then, before we continue with this review, I just want to read this passage from Wikipedia, which probably will explain our confusion and maybe your confusion upon watching this film, if you decide to watch this. Production of the film began in 2000 after Fox sought to bring a feature film to the Digimon franchise. Only 3 seasonal short films were produced for the series in Japan, which Fox was contractually obligated to produce as one cohesive film by Toei Animation.
Well,
Due to the drastically different plots and budget constraints, more than 40 minutes of scenes from the individual Japanese films were cut to save time and introduce several changes in tone, dialogue, and plot. Owing to the number of changes made, it is considered an original work by the press.
oh, by the law, that would also probably be true.
Yes. So technically it is a movie, but it really doesn't flow much like a movie. So with that in mind, we will now proceed. Valen, as someone whose first experiences this film, why don't you start off?
This movie's on crack. Like, it legit feels like it's on 2 times speed. It's fucking nuts. It's so fast. They throw so much shit in your face, both like action wise, but also just like in terms of what people say. Like, it's like, here's this guy, he's a friend. Here's this guy, we like punched him in the nose once. Here's this dude over here, he lives in Colorado. And it's like, what the fuck is happening? It is so insane. I had no idea what was happening. I assumed that like these characters are from the show, but like, I don't know anything about them at all. And it's just like, it's literally like, it also like, I don't know if this is also from the show, which like maybe it is because the theme song is kind of similar in tone, but like this movie, like especially the music, is like aggressively late '90s, and it's weird. I don't know. This is a weird experience. Like it was so fast, it was so nuts, it was so like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to think.
It kind of feels like a home movie.
It does. It has like that early YouTube, I'm going to make my own like video and upload it to the internet kind of vibe.
Except somehow this got released into theaters.
Yeah, and I'm just like, okay.
There's so no, I agree with the music thing because I was just like, how many? I wish I kept count because
There were like 10 songs.
there were at least 10 songs that they like had.
And I was just like, oh yeah, right.
They were all like late '90s like rock songs. It was
Yeah.
really
It's so weird.
fucking all star at the end. I'm like, oh my god.
Like if
He's
someone
tone deaf.
if someone told me that this was like a YouTube, like an early YouTube movie or something, I would have believed it. I would
This
have been like, oh, okay, this is a Digimon parody.
And it's
I
like,
get it.
and
this
also
is yeah,
it's not
Digimon the Abridged.
it's not just the music, which I mean that's part of it, but like the dialogue is just weird at points.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
just say like
Oh my
weird shit really randomly, and you're like, what? Why? And again, like it's sometimes it's the delivery so like, okay, the whole thing. I guess yeah, like because did you say it was 3 different things?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
because this definitely feels like it's like in 3 parts. And like
yeah.
for the first part where they're just like, oh my god, it's in the phone lines. Oh my god, it's in the internet. Oh my god, it launched nuclear missiles. It's like, hold on, like the escalation of that. It's like what? And they're just like they say it as if like, oh darn, and it's like, oh. It's just so fucking. I don't know. This whole thing it was just weird. It's very very weird.
So what I'm learning from this is perhaps what we should do next time we do the Digimon franchise is maybe we should watch each of the short films
in Japanese.
in Japanese and individually. Maybe that is the key to understanding this film.
Yeah, like okay. So
Because the one that I was thinking of was apparently the first part where it took place 8 years ago. Because I was like, okay, I remember certain parts, but I remember there being more.
Mm.
So when they like glossed over it and went to like 4 years later, I was like, this can't be it. I remember this being much longer. And then lo and behold, it was actually 20 minutes.
yeah. Okay. So let's jump to, I guess, the person with the most experience in this franchise in general. So, okay, let me start with my history. So I've watched seasons 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
And 4, actually. I've watched 4 seasons of this show. The first 2 are related. The third one is not related to 1 or 2, and neither is the 4th. So the
Okay.
3rd and the 4th stand alone completely in the universe of Digimon, whatever. That's my background. So coming into this now, I'm like, okay, 1, why do I only distinctly remember parts 2 and 3 of this compilation, I guess?
Mhm.
So I wondered then if maybe when I
You could
watched
have-
it, I might have watched the entirety of the second part. So the internet weird.
Oh, so you watched
I think I might have
the
only
short film for the second one.
yeah, because I remember there
Ah.
being more content. But when I first watched the bit with the third story, I guess, with Kokomon, I think that was part of this compilation, but I missed the first part, so that's why I don't remember anything except the whistle. But the crazy thing with that is that I remember distinctly when I watched the third part, I was like, they don't take a breath with any of the dialogue. Like it, like
No.
someone says a line and immediately the next person says a line, and like I distinctly remember this scene where Davis, I think.
Yeah.
I did not like Davis from the second
He
season.
looks too much like Ty.
Yeah, that is part of it, but I just did not like Davis.
Okay,
He
I have to
starts
I have to comment that literally, like in the middle of this, they were just like, all this stuff. Here's Ty, and Ty is a character. He's Ty, and then through the third part, it's like, here's Davis. He's like Ty, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, where did the fuck did Ty go?
I hate Davis. Anyway,
What
so,
that was just so confusing for me. Like, why?
but that scene where Davis starts crying and then Willis is like, get over it, and he's like, okay, I
Yes.
remember that so distinctly.
Wait, no, that for some reason I feel like I've seen that clip because that's been familiar to me too. So
It's probably a meme because
It has to be a meme.
that
it's
is
so fast.
so badly cut, and I'm just like, what the fuck? How do I remember this from when I was a kid and being like, wow, this is weird?
So, yeah, this is an experience. I don't know if we can rate
I
this.
was just about to say I don't know how to rate this.
I don't think we can. I think we have to wait until we watch
have-
each of the
yeah.
short films.
Okay.
And then we can rate them, but we cannot rate this. Also, I think when we watch the short films, we have to watch them in Japanese because, oh my god, I totally did not remember how weird the dub was. And then I was like, wait,
Yeah.
oh yeah, this is a late 90s, early 2000s dub on like a kids network.
Because again, it's not
Whack!
like necessarily the voices are bad, right? Like the voices
Yeah.
No.
themselves are fine. It's
The
just the
ad-libbing.
the dialogue is just fucking weird, and like how it's delivered, it's just so
I-
weird.
I can live with the way that like yeah, the voice acting is, but I cannot live with the dialogue.
No, not
This
at
is
all.
like 4 Kids Yu-Gi-Oh, but worse.
Yeah. Well, I guess they wanted to release a movie to compete with Pokemon, but at least Pokemon you could kind of understand the whole
Yeah.
plot.
And
And
then
then dialogue works.
makes the dialogue is cohesive in
Yeah,
Pokemon.
like I don't even really like well, at least like I mean the Pokemon movies have a range of quality, but like the first one is like not amazing, but like it's decent, right? It's not like a terrible movie. You can follow it. It has some,
Yeah.
emotional
Yeah.
through lines. You can understand what people are saying. I believe there's a random comment about Vikings being from Minnesota, if I'm remembering my movies correctly. But like, so like, but like, it's not the same as this. Like, this is just
Yeah.
incomprehensible compared to the Pokemon movie.
I can turn my frying pan into a drying pan.
I remember that for Mewtwo.
Was that this movie? I thought that was another. The first movie, I thought was a different one, actually.
Yeah, I think it's
I think
Mewtwo Returns.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
Still a
She's-
Mewtwo movie.
Yeah,
That's my favorite line.
but yeah, still, it's just like this. I was still staring at like at my screen, just like confused in like disbelief.
And the
I was
thing
just like, "What is happening?"
The thing is, too, is that right before this, I was like, don't worry, Val, and this will just be the prologue to the whole Digimon series. I'm sure you'll understand what's happening.
We were both thinking of 2 different short films
Yeah,
because
we
I
were
was like, yeah, I remember that one that Summer Wars totally ripped off.
And then I was like, I don't remember that one, but okay. Yeah, it's like a prologue. It'll be totally fine for Valen to watch this.
And then we totally underestimated what it was like to dub an anime in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Well, even more than that, who puts 3 different
I
short
don't
films
know.
together?
This is so whack.
Like, especially in like because the way that they have to, because it's clearly it's mostly the narration that comes in every now and then to like link things together. And so like for the first 2 parts of the movie, they just randomly mention this dude in Willis in Colorado, and it's like, why the fuck do they keep talking about this guy in Colorado who's nothing to do with the story? And it's like,
Fucking Willis!
and it's like, okay, well now I know because he shows up at the end of for the last part, but still, it feels so weird.
It's just so crazy to me that they air this on TV and they expected kids to follow this.
Well, more than that, they aired this this was a theatrical release.
Oh my god. Sin!
Oh my god.
Sin!
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're all extremely confused. I'm sorry that this is what we're going with for our first short film Sunday.
Yes,
Uh,
it gets the great rating of question mark out of 10.
Yes, yes, 3 question marks, 1 for each of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 question marks out of 10. I guess we have to put each of the Digimon short films in here, and we'll.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sorry, Valen, you have to watch them in Japanese because I don't think this is salvageable with this particular English dubbing company.
Okay, so, originally I was deciding between 2 films to replace this with, but I feel like I have to replace it with just the first Digimon short film thing. We have to, actually find...
We have to find it, and we have to watch it, and we have to rectify this problem because this is crazy. I don't know how this even happened.
Alright, so we're watching the actual first Digimon short film in Japanese. So that is what I'm replacing this atrocity with, I guess.
This Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah.
Okay.
So who wants to tell everyone what the plan for May is?
Our theme for May this year is not watching anything. Yeah.
Don't worry, it's not because the Digimon broke our internet.
No.
No, the Digimon
okay,
broke our
I guess-
brains.
This is technically my fault. So
Yes, it
I'm
is.
moving basically all of May because the first week I have to do a thing somewhere else. The second week I'm graduating from hell finally. And then the next 2 weeks is me attempting to figure out my life after moving. So we're going to come back in June and we're going to come back and watch a show.
Yes. Yes. So...
Not this show.
Not the Digimon show.
Oh my god.
So we should watch the Digimon show at some point. But first, let's get through this.
Yeah. So May, no movie stuff. I did actually just this last Thursday uploaded the final session for my D&D campaign. So that's completed now. Um,
Yay.
we are I like for example as players we're gonna keep doing other stuff, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna record them and post them or not, just because I don't know if I want to. Um, so we'll see if I do continue posting stuff or not. Um, if not, well then nothing's gonna be on the channel for like a month, I guess. Unless I don't know, I like randomly come up with some random thing I want to do.
Valen's gonna watch. Is going to be a Digidestin.
No. um,
Bokurano.
I could, I guess, but anyway, we'll see. But yeah, so the first June of the first no wait the first Sunday. See, Digimon did. See,
I was wondering where you were going with this.
See, Digimon broke my brain. The first Sunday of June is going to be a show, and it is going to be a show that I am picking, and it is going to be a show that I first saw in 2010, 2009,
10 years after the Digimon movie.
something like that. And it is, and still is, and I watched it again a few years ago just to sort of make sure. It is my favorite anime of all time.
Ooh.
So we are going to be watching, I believe, the first 6 episodes, but I'll have to check, of Code Geass.
Yay!
I've heard so many things. I feel like if you're into anime, you always just hear about Code Geass.
I think I just never got around to it because it was 100. It's 100 episodes total, right?
It's 50.
Oh, it's 50. What the hell do I keep thinking of? That's 100 episodes.
I have no idea.
Tsubasa Chronicles.
Well, Tsubasa has no meaning.
Yeah, Tsubasa Chronicles. We're not. That's a whole other thing. But we're
I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay.
Also by Clamp.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, but I think Code Geass might appear in it.
I mean,
anyway,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Code Geass is some people's like favorite anime of all time, or like what people say is one of the best of all time. So I've wanted to get around to it. It's just I hadn't had any time.
I will say 2 things. Oh, I guess I can. Well, I guess I'll manage to go more into this when we actually watch this in a month. I will say I don't think it's flawless. There are a few things which are. And also, I will say that the best part about it is the ending, which obviously you're not going to get to.
No,
but
I did hear good things about the ending. I think I've been spoiled on the ending.
The ending is. It's not my favorite moment of anything ever, but it's like second or third, so it's like really high up there in terms of like literally favorite scenes from anything ever. So yeah, it's very well done. But yeah, you'll at least start it, and again, it's 50 episodes, so if you do want to continue, it's not
too bad.
the
now
worst
it's
thing
not
in the world.
intimidating anymore.
And again, and even though it's like I think it was made in like 2006 or 7 or something.
It's pretty.
Yeah,
and we are doing the dub because the dub is actually good. Like
Johnny Young Bosch is in it. I will watch it.
yes,
I know. I know he's Lelouch.
Yeah,
I know.
and oh my god, stop!
I can't. This movie. I don't know.
I don't know how they got All-Star into this movie.
But yeah, there's like. Honestly, I mean, there's like one moment where I can think of the dub is like a little weird, and it's not even like a part of the voice actors. It's just like the writing is weird. I don't even think we're gonna get to that episode, but it's like it's a situation where like the scene in Japanese, because of the words used in Japanese, are like noticeably like shorter in length than how an English person would say the same sentence. They had to like say it in English really weirdly. But again, that was like one moment that I can think of, and again, I don't even think we're gonna get to that episode, so it doesn't even really matter.
All that I care about is Johnny Young Bosch because he's my favorite. So
yes,
I'm looking forward to this.
He does a very good job. So
he is perfect and flawless. It's okay.
Okay. So yeah, that'll be The first Sunday of June, which actually, what's the date for that? No, I'm curious. That will be
Your
June.
birthday.
And it'll be shortly before my birthday. It'll be June 4th. Oh, a
Oh,
week
it's
before
the
my
it's
birthday.
it's the week before your
It's the
birthday.
week before my birthday.
Yay!
Okay, so
Happy
there you
birthday,
go.
Valen.
Yes,
Almost.
almost.
Yes.
Hooray. Well, we are now going to be gone. We need a month to recover after watching the Digimon movie.
Yeah. I'm sure this will actually make more sense in Japanese. But
I'm sure it will make more sense when we actually see the actual short film. But for now,
we're putting it on the list.
I guess we're on a landline now, a very broken
Oh
landline.
my god.
Valen, please put like the landline like sounds at the end of this video.
I don't want to torture myself with hearing those again.
Dial up.
Dial up.
Okay. Well, see you later.
Bye.
Be safe. Have fun.
Yes. Bye.